Welcome back. It's Home and Garden Wednesday, and this morning we're talking about ways to incorporate boxwood shrubs into your garden. It's lifestyle expert Chris H. Olsen's favorite shrub. No kidding, is it really?
It really is, and I'll tell you why. Because boxwoods, first of all, they're beautiful shrubs because they can be elegant shrubs in a traditional home, but they can also be very contemporary in a contemporary home. So they're multi-purpose, but they're almost indestructible. Almost, because anything can die with neglect. But they take the cold, they take the heat, they go in the shade, they go in the sun, and there's so many different varieties. Like this is wintergreen, and there's wintergreen, and the most common we know is Japanese and Korean, which look exactly identical. The difference is when winter time comes, the wintergreen truly does stay a dark, rich green. The other ones turn a rusty color, and to a lot of us, it looks kind of sickly, but they turn green again in the summertime or maybe mid-spring. So this is a tough plant. This one over here is the English boxwood, which I also trimmed a little bit more of a cone shape than a round shape. And the great thing is you can train these any way you want, but how I use them, besides using them in the ground, I love to use them in pots.
Right.
You know, the older I get, the less I want to dig a hole in the ground. You ever find that about yourself?
Every day.
Or it's a smaller pot instead of the big 3-gallon. So I put a lot, and then I just trim them, and this is like really relaxes you, because you just get to shape them any way you want. And they don't have to be big guys, they can be just little ones like this. And if they're in terracotta clay pots, put a little bit of sheet moss or gravel or something to hide the dirt so it looks a little bit more elegant. And then you can mix and match with other plants. This is a dwarf golden hosta, and look at the contrast against that dark green foliage. Really, just a little bit of flowers. Other than that, we have contrasting greens, which can bring life to a garden. Not just a garden, a patio. That type of thing. I mean, I have one area up to my door, which is a flower bed. I took out all the seasonal color, and all I did was put 15 pots of boxwoods, different sizes, in that one little area, and I planted a low little ground cover. I know you're looking at me. You would put 3, but you know, it doesn't matter. But if you did a little group, and even in a flower bed, it looks so awesome. My sprinkler waters it. Very, very low maintenance.
Now, there are those that like this look all the way around. What is that particular look called? Like an English Tudor type of look?
It's a formal English look. Like, I'm going to show you how we're going to accessorize this side over here.
Right now?
So, yeah.
Okay, go right ahead.
So, this is our big pots here. Now, I always like, Rob, I always like to do clusters. So, if we took this guy, see how we put him in here? And then we took these two, one up, one back. Look how we just changed the whole entire look. It's beautiful. Cool. It's a live-in floral arrangement, and this is how I like to use boxwoods.
Okay, so you can build out. So it's kind of a stair-step effect.
You can build out, and don't forget, if you're doing this at your front door, put a couple pots. Remember what we do? What do we do?
Hemajang it.
We hemajang. Take some clay pots, put them at an angle, some saucers, put them over here like this. Opposite direction we have over here, and we hemajang to display together. That looks cool, whether it's a back porch, front porch, wherever. You can be creative. As my dad always said, it's endless possibilities.
Oh, I always thought
even you can do this.
Wait a minute. Your dad has always said to me, if you give Chris an unlimited budget, he'll still go over.
He'll overspend it. That's what I did. He did say that. He did say that.
And one of the other cool things about this is if you have your sprinkler system hit it, it automatically becomes a little shelter for frogs and toads.
Well, you know what? Absolutely. Even slugs, unfortunately. But yes, they love that. You can put these upside down. There you go.